figure out a better thing like this. Otherwise, we're going to stand
too close. It's just, it goes like, the other way.
We're upside down?
Yes, the other way.
Okay.
Just get skinnier.
Who, you? You're skinny enough.
You.
Jeez. Joey Prevo is back.
Oh, Joey. He's going to trip us about his 8 p.m. classes again.
That's right. How's it going, Joey? Who else we got? Brandon, how's it going, buddy? Branded Huron Art. What does that say?
I don't know.
I'm getting you know things are getting.
I can't.
I wonder like what people think.
Hello from Mexico. Hello from Mexico. We have fans all over the world. Oh.
Mexico, nice, awesome.
That's so much fun.
I think people sometimes wonder, what happens is like we're constantly doing this, like trying to look in a little bit closer.
Both of us can't see worth anything.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh, so the good news is, guys, we're also on Spotify.
We are. Yeah, we finally got onto Spotify. We've actually applied to Apple, but they're still reviewing, so I don't know what's taking so long.
Whatever. They're going to figure out how awesome we are.
I know. It won't take
long.
then
Scott Logman.
Oh, I know Scotty.
How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
So I can't see anything. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is me on getting older?
You are. Welcome to my world.
Kumite strong tonight. Yes, Joey.
The Kumite will be strong tonight. Hey, guys, how was the long weekend? Everybody enjoyed a long weekend?
Everyone ate a lot of turkey.
I literally ate to the point of no return on Sunday. Well, almost every day, but especially on Sunday.
I've had pie for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I've eaten turkey and stuffing for every meal as well.
So good. Absolutely
loved it. Amazing. Want to keep doing it.
Yes. Listen, I bought a turkey on sale today, so I can keep doing it.
It's Joel Leger. What's up, Joel? Anyway, doing what I need to do, man. Awesome. Don't blame us, Scotty. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get through this pandemic.
And like post-turkey.
Yes, and post-turkey. Yeah.
I'm still tired.
I know. Yeah, you know what? I think there's an actual thing to that.
Yeah, turkey makes you tired.
Turkey does make it, for sure.
So here we are, just trying to stay awake, drinking enough coffee.
I'm not sure if it's the turkey makes you tired or like, the three helpings
of
turkey.
A pie. I've had so much fun.
Caroline had 4 different pies. She had cherry, apple, pumpkin, and one other one.
Sugar?
No, pecan.
Ooh.
It's like a giant butter tart.
Wow, that sounds beautiful.
Currently fighting next door. That's more right. She works next door to us.
Yeah.
She wants to run to the gym next door and bang on the window.
Do it, I dare you.
No, don't do that. She will do it. Have you?
I've met her.
Oh, you've met her. Okay.
She's awesome.
She's going to do it. No, for sure.
Come do it. Give us a little bit of excitement. So we actually have a few questions today to answer on our podcast.
Right on.
Let's go through the first one. The first one comes from Mel LaPalme. I found you posted a really cool photo of you and Mel back in the curly days when you were like 7.
It was probably a couple of years ago, right, Mel?
Hers a couple of years ago, he's a few decades. Yes, I saw that spinning back kick, Joey. Absolutely insane. So the guy caught the kick.
Some people are calling it the best knockout in UFC history.
I would say so.
Yeah.
I agree. So
we're going to practice that later.
Let me do that on John. Maybe that's our next TikTok.
We can do it. We can. You know what? That's what we should do. We should literally recreate some of the best knockout moments.
It might be a really good idea.
I think that would.
That could be an easy 10-part series.
That will go viral.
Okay, let's do it. Thank you, Joey. All right. So Mel is asking, if someone is interested in competing, what are the categories, requirements, opportunities they would have? Do they have to be a certain level or belt to compete? Do they have to do any extra training? Yeah. So that's a loaded question. There's a lot to it.
First of all, so anybody can compete.
Yes.
So I tell people all the time, because it's actually a common question we get when people are coming into the gym. They're like,
hey Duffy, how's it going? Hi, Scotty.
And they're like, hey, shout out to this Pan Am silver medalist, Scotty.
Yeah.
The Joey, I'll fly knee like Ben Askren. That's the only bad thing. I'm like way too like one track minded. I can't do more than one thing at once. For everyone who knows me, so like when I see the different screens and the different people interacting with us, I get sidetracked. So,
oh my gosh,
she did do it, and it scared the heck out of Sonia. She came in and did that.
Oh God,
that is hilarious.
This podcast is gonna record my death. Oh my goodness.
So basically, Maria works next door, and
she has excellent massages.
Yeah, excellent massages, and she put her hands to use banging on our window over there.
Very
Apparently scared Sonia. So
okay.
that's Brandon's laughing at you. So let's get back to the question here. So
anyone can compete.
Yeah, we get this.
Jiu-jitsu, kickboxing.
We get this question all the time when people are starting up. Either A, they're asking, can we compete, or B, they're saying, do I have to compete?
And let's make it clear, this is pre-COVID.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess the number one thing to mention is that, number one, I would say 3 to 5% of the gym competes. So, it's like the name is almost deceiving, right? Because people have this speculation to come in, they're like, this thought process that they're like, oh, they're going to come and do MMA and everyone's going to be, running around with no shirts on, showing off all their abs and, doing cartwheels and no, that's not doing that. Well, I got it. But anyway, so anybody can compete, but not everybody has to compete. And this is actually goes true for almost, I'd say like 90% of martial arts gyms out there. It's very rare to see a gym that has, a gym
90%
with 90% of competitors. That just doesn't really happen. And if it does, it's like what they call a boutique gym or a specialty gym. It's not something that's very common. So anyway, like 90% of our people that come in just want to get in shape,
have fun.
Yeah, have fun. Yeah. They don't want to, not that it's bad to run on treadmills or, lift weights, but that's for some people, it can be boring. They just want to come in, exercise, get a good sweat on, burn some calories, meet some people, have some laughs, and just have a good time and stay healthy.
That's completely fine.
That's 90% of our people. Actually, that's even me at this point. My competition days are way past, and I'll still what I call compete recreationally, but for the most part, I just want to come in and have a good time and stay a little bit active. Yep. But for those people who want to compete, here's the good news. Of that 3 to 5% of people want to compete, we can do that, and that's something that can be done at literally every level. So we talk about regional shows. So that's like the northern fights that we have, where it's often people from our academies competing against other people within the same city or neighboring cities, competing against each other. Dean Soon's watching. Dean's fought on a couple of them. Shout out to Dean Soon. Check out some of his workouts too that he's been doing online, killing it. But I mean, like, a lot of times people will compete there, and then from there they have some success, and then next thing you know it, they want to try and win, like a provincial title or a national title. Now, the good news with that is, at the amateur level, there's there is always weight categories and often age categories. So I mean, if you're 30 years old and have children and have a full-time job, you're competing against other people who are 30 years old, have children, and have a full-time job. And there's a lot of people out there who want to challenge themselves and do that. We have, Crystal, for example.
Oh, yeah.
This is a woman who, she runs her own business, works, I don't even know how many hours a week, 7 days a week. She has 2 kids, and she's also a provincial champion. Yeah. That's right. Nationals got canceled. She's also a provincial champion. So, I mean, like, it's definitely possible and definitely achievable. Some people ask, like, do I need to be a certain rank? Not necessarily. The ranking system that we have with the gloves and whatnot is more for people, especially people who don't compete and want to just challenge themselves. We have all of the different, pad drills that we do. And then, we have some fitness requirements to get a little bit progressively harder as you move up in the ranking system. So it's kind of like 2 separate paths. We're all going to the same spot, top of the mountain, but we're taking kind of different paths to get there. So yes, you can compete. Yeah. Anybody can compete.
We also have like kick divisions too, where it's not going to be as hard contact, which is great for kids as well as people who are a little older who don't want to get, hit, knocked out.
Don't like it.
But still want to get that feel of from this side?
No, like the heart on the moneymaker.
Anyways, for people who don't want to get knocked out, who are a little older, whatever, like, it goes from all the way. There's no like age restriction either. Like, we have people in their 50s who want to compete, so they'll do kick light, which is amazing. It's a lot of fun. You're not there yet, John. You have you have 6 months left.
Ouch. But we're getting there.
It's okay. I'm almost 26, so it's
expired.
I'm going find my grave.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options, and it's a lot of fun. It really depends if you want to do it or not, because you don't need to.
That's actually a good point. The one nice thing about our, the PSO that we're involved with, Waco, they have the kick light divisions, and it's kind of like a
stepping stone.
Yeah, for lack of a better term, a stepping stone into prior. So you're not just walking into like full contact.
getting hit by a young 20-year-old who's been doing it forever.
So I mean, like, you have the opportunity to step in and do what they call light contact, continuous fighting.
You still get the feel of competition. You still get those nerves. Like you'll still get hit, but it's not going to be as high risk as a kick like K1. Low kick or K1. Right?
That's right.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, it's, again, like there is extra training to do if you want to fight. Just because it's not very forgiving sport. No,
lack of training means punches to the nose.
Yeah,
and that sucks.
But it's your choice. It's a lot, and it's a great way to set goals, to achieve goals.
Yeah,
I like competition.
I do too. I think it's something that helps push people, and I don't mind seeing people get punched in the nose either.
We went to Yellowknife for fights. That was a lot of fun. I mean, John went.
That's right. The
Joey
and James the zombie.
Yeah.
No, and that's what I tell people. Like, if you were to ask me like how many medals and matches I've won, I literally, without sounding bad, I don't remember. There's been several, but like what I do remember is having literally traveled the almost every continent on this planet to both compete and train and meet new friends and have awesome memories of that type thing. And I can't tell you again, I can't what medals were won and not, but I could tell you like where I've been and what I've seen and the experience that I've gained through both martial arts and competition. So
absolutely. And
that's through amateur competition too, not even professional. Pro.
If you're hardcore, you can go pro and you can actually make money.
Well,
a little bit, but
back then there was not a lot of money.
Even now. And then we had a few questions from Jeff. So John, if Dana White offered you a contract to fight either Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, or Chucky, who would you fight?
Oh my God. I can always count on Jeff to, ask me these weird questions.
Listen, he's got a pretty good one for you later.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I'd have to fight, mainly because he's the smallest one, small little Chucky, than fight the other ones. So I think I'd rather do that. Jason has the mask, would mess me up, wouldn't be able to punch him, it would hurt my hand. It would just be crazy. So Chucky's my choice.
Chucky's your choice.
Here comes the bomb.
Oh, wait. All right.
Here comes the bomb.
And then Jeff had one list for me, asking me to guess if it's a wrestler or a boxer. Guys, I'm going to butcher this. I hope, John, you know your boxers and your wrestlers. So, George the Animal Steel.
Oh, yeah, Caroline.
Hi, Caroline. I think that's a boxer. George the Animal Steel, do we know? No, dear Brie.
I absolutely know who George the Animal Steel is.
Is it a WWE guy?
This is the bomb.
Hi, bomb. Okay.
There's
Prince Nassim. I feel like that's just a word, prince, not actually a boxer. Jeff's messing with me on this one. False.
Prince Nassim. I am not like a huge boxing.
So boxer, okay.
No.
Andy Huggins.
That's
a wrestler.
No. I can definitely tell you who the wrestlers are. So.
Okay. Ernesto Mr. Perfect, that's a wrestler. It sounds like a wrestler name. Am I wrong?
No, that is a boxer. Someone's commenting in the other.
Kurt Mr. Perfect meaning. WWE. At least that's a WWE guy.
That is a WWE guy.
Nice. I got one. Scotty Too Hottie. Scott Carter?
Scott Carter. He is a jiu-jitsu silver medalist at the Pan Ams.
Okay, so wrestler. Perfect. Yeah. Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Boxer? I don't know. Okay. The phenomenal AJ Syke.
No, Styles. How can you not know?
I can't see.
I play these entrance theme songs during our classes all the time.
WWE. Not even here. The next big thing, Brock Lesnar.
Well, yeah, we know who Brock Lesnar is.
Is it a boxer? No, it's a wrestler. I know that.
One of the most phenomenal athletes of our time.
Sure. And then Jake LaMotta. I feel like that's a boxer.
That is.
Cool. All right, so I butchered those, but that's okay.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Hello there, Brie. Yeah. All right, guys. So don't forget to ask us questions about our next podcast.
This is the Queen Bee, by the way.
Queen Bee.
She will be taking over.
Yeah, in 6 to 12 months. Yeah.
She'll be taking over the jiu-jitsu world very shortly.
100%. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Are we leaving?
I don't know. I kind of have to go soon.
Oh.
Sorry.
All right.
Have a great week, guys. If you have any questions, don't forget we're got awesome classes tonight.
How did you flip your side by side? Man, you know what? We should do a podcast on simply side by side because those things
should not happen.
That's Caroline chirping in the background. The
Or making a firm decision.
those are very dangerous machines apparently.
Dangerous
So
for the old men.
the first time I flipped it, I'm driving up, the Garson sand pits. Well, it turns out that the edges can be soft at certain times of the year. I'm not exaggerating. The wheel caught the side of the sand pit, and it was like fell
For
down.
someone who's scared of like
Mateus-
everything.
Mateus can attest to this. Mateus was in the vehicle, and he's like, he thought, this is how crazy Mateus is. He's one of the brown belts from Brazil that came up and trained this girl. He's like, oh, John, you do that? Is porrada? I'm like, no, it's not porrada side-by-siding. It's like...
It's danger. For someone who's
mistake.
scared of like everything, who
Yeah.
thinks everything's going to kill him, like how do you do side-by-side?
Well, because I didn't think I'd roll the side-by-side. So then this weekend, I'm driving the side-by-side, and, we're going through the mud, and we're killing it, basically. And I'm like, and I guess I started to turn one corner a little bit too quick, so I hit the brakes. And as I hit the brakes, the side-by-side slid and then just like tipped over. So I posted a picture on Instagram because I was like, oh man, this sucks. Like, but you know what? Picked it up, like pushed it over. Actually, it wasn't that heavy. To push it over back onto its side, and then we were stuck. I had to call my neighbor. Neighbor came in with the winch.
How many helmets do you wear?
I wear the state-regulated helmets.
How many like
My dad didn't wear
paddings do you have?
helmet.
We always wear helmets. What?
Yeah, she's feeling crazy too. So that's the story, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure you wear your helmets and extra padding all the time. Bubble wrap,
That's right.
right, Brie?
We're driving 101 when you are spinning out of control. Don't hit the brakes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Well,
too.
apparently, I was talking to a couple of guys today, and they were saying that when you start to
Not what I
spin
meant
some-
when I asked you to roll.
Yeah. Apparently, when you're spinning, you're supposed to keep driving. You're not supposed to actually stop.
And John questions Scott's
John, do you know they
driving.
actually
Scott's
in,
driving is horrible.
in driver's
Scott knows that.
ed, they go through exactly the experience you went through?
I know you took driver's ed.
At the
couple
age
years
of
ago.
60, they make you redo your driving test,
Yeah.
right? So,
I took driver's ed like 30 years ago or whatever it was. I don't remember anything.
all right, on that note, guys, it's been
All
an
right.
absolute pleasure. Don't forget to tune in next week. Ask us your questions,
Say
and
bye.
we'll see you guys online or on the mats.
Indeed. Bye, guys. See you
Bye,
soon.
guys. Boom.